He looks faster.
Yeah.
He's definitely
Let's
dropped
move
weight.
on. Let's move on. Great game at Arrowhead, 27-20
Good
Chiefs.
first game.
Now we going to the games of the week. You ready for me, brother?
Let's go.
Okay, we going to Atlanta, to the Mercedes Superdome. The Pittsburgh Steelers, they were 10-7 last year. Atlanta was 7-10 last year. The line is -3.5 Atlanta Dirty Birds. The over-under is 42 points. Now, let me mention Atlanta real quick. Kirk Cousins, they picked up Penix, the quarterback, the backup Cousins. Darnell Mooney, a wide receiver. Justin Simmons, a safety. And a defensive tackle, Rook Owahoyo, a college guy that's supposed to be really good at the defensive tackle. And then the Steelers side, they picked up Russell Wilson, Justin Fields, Cameron Sutton, cornerback, Troy Fautanu, offensive guard, Zach Frazier, center, and Peyton Wilson, linebacker. What's your take on this game on Sunday? 3.5 Atlanta, and Russell Wilson is getting the starting nod for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
This is a good game here, because you got Pittsburgh's defense. You don't know what Pittsburgh's going to be, but you saw in the preseason, but it's preseason. You saw they're getting after Russell. Is Russell still looking like shit like last year, or is he going to step it up now and play better? They got weapons in Pittsburgh, but Atlanta has a shitload of weapons. You're adding Cousins. Cousins coming off an injury, They got their running back. He's good. And I don't know if
T.J.
Kyle
Robinson.
Pitts is, I don't know if Kyle Pitts is playing.
Right.
They got Drake London. They got a lot of weapons.
London, they loaded. Mooney, I just said.
They're loaded. They're home.
I just said they picked up Mooney. Mooney's another good receiver that played with Chicago.
3.5. I would have had it closer. I would have put it at like 1.5.
No, but just tell me. Leave it at 3.5. Don't mess with the point spread. If you have to pick a lean, these ain't free picks. These are leans.
I'm leaning on Pittsburgh with the points here. I'm going to count on the Pittsburgh Steelers defense here to go in there and get after Cousins.
Okay.
And
okay, I agree. I agree with the 3.5. Atlanta, if you watched the games last year, when they went at home, they barely win by 1 or 2 points. I know it's different with Cousins, though. I get it. But until they show me otherwise, I'm going to take the points. I'm leaning.
I mean, Cousins off the injury, I'm going to lean with the Pittsburgh defense and say they could cover the 3.
Okay, let's 3.5. 3.5. Okay, let's move on. We're going to Miami. I'm going to go last year's record since it's just started. 9-8 Jacksonville, 11-6 Miami Dolphins. The line is also 3.5 there, KGM. 49. Now, the Jags picked up backup quarterback Mac Jones, Gabe Davis, wide receiver Buffalo, safety Tayshaun Grissom Jr., wide receiver Brian Thomas Jr., defensive tackle Mason Smith. Now we're going to go real quick to Miami, wide receiver Willie Snead, defensive lineman Chop Robinson out of college. He's really good. Wide receiver Odell Beckham. I didn't know that, so I looked it up. Running back Jalen Wright, and wide receiver also Malik Washington out of college. Real quick, what's your take on this game? Jacksonville at Miami. You got Trevor Lawrence versus Tua Tagovailoa.
This is a great game. I mean, this is a game you got to watch out for. Could it be an upset? Absolutely here. Jacksonville in, their first quarter, they're scoring first 11 out of their last 17 games, I think. So they're getting on the board early. They're going to need to get on the board early against this team. And, they cover the first half usually on the spread. It's a tough game, but I like the Dolphins with Tyreek Hill and all them, Waddle. But their defense is banged up. I got to lean. I'm going to lean with the points here again. If Jacksonville could get on the board first and control the game, but I could see, Dolphins coming away late with the game and taking the game away. But I'm going to lean Jackson. I'm going to lean the Jags with the points here. This is a sleeper game, I feel. I feel like a lot of people are going to bet the Dolphins. And, they got a lot of injuries on defense. And I could see, Jacksonville shocking people. I didn't like how Lawrence looked.
Trevor Lawrence.
I didn't like how he looked last year at the end of the season. He kind of looked sluggish. But this is like a rematch in the college game, right? Didn't these guys play each other in college too? So this should be a good one.
Okay.
I'm going to leave Jacksonville with the points.
This is a tough game because it depends what Jacksonville team shows up. Like if they could play a little D and Trevor could run that off and be a great game. But I like Miami. They always come out to shoot. Since Tua, they've been
Yeah.
coming out to shoot. I mean, they got a head game. I think last year they beat Denver like 70-10. That was like in game 2, game 3. So I like them coming out to shoot. I'm going to take Miami with the 3.5. I think they could win by like 7. But I wouldn't be surprised if Jacksonville kept it close. But I'm going Miami. I can't pick both ways. Go on Miami.
You know,
Let's go to game 3.
Dolphins cover.
Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving.
Yeah,
let's go.
They cover in that third quarter.
Okay, let's go game 3. Oh, what are you talking about? The Green Bay game?
No, the Dolphins. They covered money line in the third quarter. 7 out of 9 games. Their last 9 games.
So you remind me at halftime.
Quarter.
Call me at halftime.
Yeah.
And remind me, okay? Don't forget, I'm waiting on your call on Sunday. Okay, let's go to game 3. We going to Cleveland to the Dog Pound. 12-5 Dallas Cowboys, my bum ass team, and 11-6 Cleveland Browns. The line is -2.5 for the Cowboys. Shango in the building, and the Browns are 41 is the total. Now Dallas, real quick, they picked up Ezekiel Elliott, Royce Freeman, both running backs. Offensive tackle Tyler Guyton, edge rusher Marshawn Nealon, and offensive guard Cooper Beebe. Now the Browns picked up backup quarterback Jameis Winston, running back Dante Foreman, who's a strong running back, wide receiver Jerry Jeudy to help out Amari Cooper. So that's pretty good there. Now this guy got a couple weapons, Watson, and then defensive tackle Michael Hall Jr., wide receiver Jamari Thrash out of college, and offensive guard Zach Zinter. 2.5. The Browns are the favorite. I'm real surprised on this line. I would personally make Dallas favorite, but your take on the game.
I like what Dallas did, signing CeeDee Lamb. I think Dak is going to go in there and get a big win. And I could see the Cowboys defense coming up big. I could see them running the ball too and stretching the field. I just see Dallas here on the money line. I mean, a lot of people are going to go with the dog pound here. They're going to go with Cleveland.
I don't think so.
I like everybody Dallas here. I like Dallas on the money line here because I think CeeDee Lamb's the man. Can Dak stay upright? That's the question. How is Dallas going to deal with that tough defense of the Browns? I think they're going to run the ball. Even though a lot of people are saying they don't got a star running back no more, I think they're going to do it by committee. They got a couple backs there, and they're gonna start pounding the ball a little bit, and they're gonna take their shots with CeeDee and win a big game and put people on notice. Dallas is here to play this year.
Cleveland's gonna have to make this an ugly game. And I know they're hoping for bad weather and all that. They can get bad weather, they're in perfect situation, but I still think it's early in the year. I didn't look at the weather report, but it ain't cold nowhere yet. So it should be nice weather. I think Dallas P-Vel is just too many weapons, even though we lost, Tony Pollard a couple of years ago. We redeemed Ezekiel. He's not the same player, but like you said, they can run by committee. They got a bunch of wide receivers. And can Dak play mistake-free football? But beside all of that, I'm going to take my team with the 2.5. I just think the dog pound needs a couple games under their belt before they can start winning. Because remember, Watson hasn't really played like that either.
I like Dallas's defense. Remember, Diggs was hurt. Those guys are tough. When Diggs is there, he's running around. It's tough to play. That defense, they're not talking about Dallas's defense. They keep talking about the Browns. I think Dallas's defense is going to be very, very tough to deal with this year.
Right. Okay, so we both agree with Dallas also. So these are all leans. Now we go on to Detroit Pontiac, where the LA Rams are playing the Detroit Lions Sunday Night Football. Big game here, Cal. 4.5 for the Lions, 52.5. Let me give you some acquisitions. Rams picked up Jimmy Garoppolo as a backup. Running back Blake Corum out of Michigan. I know you're familiar with him. Defensive tackle Neville Gilmore. Edge rusher Jared Verse. Defensive tackle Braden Fisk. Safety Cameron Kitchens. And for the Lions picked up Ben Nealman, linebacker Trevor Nowatzki. These are guys that I didn't hear of, but I heard they're really good players here. Like they did their research on these players here, KGM. Cornerback Colin Davis III, cornerback Terrion Arnold, cornerback Enos Rakestraw Jr., and offensive tackle Giovanni Manu. Now, what they did was they went heavy on the draft on defense because you knew offensively they was on the money last year. They couldn't stop nobody, though. So I like what they did. Campbell and company focus on defensive bodies to try to improve the Lions' defense. Your take on this Sunday night game? Last year they played a game. I took the Rams with the points, and I think it was 3.5, and they covered. The Lions won, but they covered. What's your take on this Sunday night game? 4.5, 52.5 there, KGM.
Well, here you got no Aaron Donald, right? He's retired. So, that's a lot of points right there. You're taking him off. He's the best. You get rid of him. The Lions I like here. This is the first favorite I'm leaning to out of your group that you said so far. The Lions are favorite for a reason. The best player on the Rams is gone. I know the Rams got the weapons, but I want to see what the Rams look without their best weapon. And I think Goff playing his old team at home, they're going to be going crazy in Detroit. It's just if the coach is smart enough at the end of a game when they're up a couple scores and they could kick 3, is he going to kick 3 or is he going to go on 4th and 5? You know what I mean? So I like the Lions.
Campbell's he's like Riverboat Ron. They take a lot of risks. You know what I'm saying?
Too much risk.
Right.
But I like the Lions.
It went over last year. It went over late. I see points in this game. I don't like the 4.5 either way. If I had a gun in my head, I'll probably take the Rams, but that's the movie we seen last year.
Yeah.
And I still think they're going to score points. They're in the dome.
Yeah, they're going to put up points.
You got Cooper Kupp. Don't forget Cooper Kupp. You got all these receivers, Williams, St. Brown. It's just
going to be a shootout.
Gibbs
Jr. Be a shootout in Detroit, baby.
Should be. Doesn't mean it is going to be.
I think it will be.
I like the over 52.5 if I had a gun in my head. Okay, I didn't have this game, but we still got time, so I'm going to bring it up. I don't have no notes. I'm just going to go with the point spread in the two teams. Monday Night Football, your New York Football Jets playing at the San Francisco 49ers, plus 4.5 for A-Rod and them. I don't have the totals in front of me. Like I said, I didn't know I was going to do this game, but I didn't know we were going to have so much time left. So I'd rather go just cover another game. So what do you think about Aaron Rodgers coming back, and is he ready for a game of this magnitude to play the team that just came out of the Super Bowl? See, my thing is, if I'm a schedule maker, I know you want to make it big and all that. You should have gave Aaron Rodgers like a tune-up play first before this game. You don't just throw him in the fire, and then you throwing him at Frisco on top of that. At least have this game in MetLife. You feel me?
If there's a guy who could do it, this is the guy. You know?
Hey, Rob, baby.
If there's a guy out there that could go into San Fran and beat him, it's going to be him. But I think the story is going to be both of these defenses. I think that game's going to be a tight game, low scoring. It's going to be who's going to make the mistake. Is Purdy going to make the mistake, or is A-Rod going to be a little rusty, you know?
Yeah.
I like the Jets with the points. My boy Jibbs, shout out to my boy Jibbs. He loves San Francisco here. He thinks San Fran's going to smack him up, but I'm trying to tell him that Jets defense is no joke. They got a run game too, and A-Rod's something else. So I'm liking Rodgers here with the points.
Well, Frisco signed everybody. Trent Williams is going to play. You know, they got Ayuk's going to play. My question is, I'm looking where's the Bullhawk from the Jets? Did they sign him? Hassan Reddick, is he signed?
I don't think he's going to play. He's signed, but I don't think he's going to play.
Signed, he's going to play. I don't think he's signed. I don't think he got the extension. I didn't hear nothing of it. If he's not playing, this is huge because you need all the weapons on defense.
It's definitely a helping hand. They need it.
Frisco got like the best fucking crew in the game with an average quarterback that looks like a bomb quarterback. Because you got C-Mac, Ayuk, Debo, Kittles. You know what I'm saying? Fucking, what's the other guy they got? I messed up. Debo, Ayuk, Kittles, McCaffrey. I mean, come on, dog. I mean,
they're stacked.
And then you got Shanahan running that offense. Now, let me rephrase you. You said he was a great coach. No, I don't agree with that. I think he's a great offensive coordinator, though.
Hey, listen, he did make some mistakes.
I think he's a great offensive coordinator.
He did make he made some big mistakes in the Super Bowl, and he made it twice. You know, a couple Super Bowls.
Right.
You know, I think he has. I said he was great because you know, with getting your main quarterback hurt, you get a backup kid, and you still run that team like a well-oiled machine. I'm going to give him kudos for that. You know what I mean? I don't think Brock Purdy with another team, with another coach, would be flourishing like this. You know what I mean? I think he's really looking
Now, we got a
good.
good game over here in Brazil. I don't mean to cut you off.
Hey, how's Barkley doing? That's
It's
my question.
19-14. Green Bay just scored right. Oh, no. Yeah, they just scored 19-4. A lot of points second quarter, by the way. But again, I ain't mean to cut you off, but
That's
19-14
okay.
Green Bay early. I don't know. Barkley got 2 touchdowns. That's all I know. I don't know if he got yardage, but I know he got 2
I
touchdowns.
need them rushing
And I already
yards,
know
yo.
that.
Come on.
That's why I said.
Come on,
But,
Barkley!
Give me tomorrow. Give me like a prediction score on the Frisco game tomorrow, since we got a little bit of time. Then we're gonna jump on to choose one and why.
I'm gonna say the score's gonna be 17-21 or
So you see a
17-20.
warfare. So I think that means Aaron's gonna have to hold the ball.
I'm
Get
saying
first down and eat up clock.
17-20. Rodgers is gonna get a win here and shake the world up. It's gonna
I'm
be a
gonna
good
take
one.
the Jets with the 4.5. Though I don't like it really without Hassan Reddick. But
I'm gonna put some faith in the
other
Jets
defensive
here.
players. You know what I'm saying?
This year, I'm gonna put some faith in the Jets.
You know what? What's the totals? You know what? I might take the under and just say
it could
fuck
go
all that.
under.
Yeah, I like the under in there. I think you're right. I like the under.
Those are 2 great defenses.
Let me see if it's really low though. I want to make sure it ain't low. 43.5. Shit.
You could buy one.